I think we're live. Hey everybody, this is Mike Locascio. What I talk about is how to maintain your computer and how to repair your computer. If you've seen me before, then you know who I am. If not, make sure you subscribe and check out my complete live stream. You'll learn some things that you probably didn't know. I tell people about how to maintain their computer, also repair the computer, but I also tell people how to be safe on the internet, and I tell people how to clean their computer and make it run faster and more stable. You won't find a channel like mine on YouTube. There's plenty of other computer repair channels, but I feel my channel is different. I connect so well with people because I talk about the everyday ins and outs of owning and operating a computer. So let's start. If you're on a laptop computer, I always tell people make sure you have a good battery, make sure your battery's charging, make sure your laptop battery's not getting too hot, because if it's overheating, it's not good. You need to replace the battery. And that goes the same for the power cord. The adapter jack where you plug into the wall, if that's getting real hot over by your green light, you have to change that. If it's not that very hot at all, then you're good. The other thing I want to tell you guys is that be careful with your plug when you're plugging in your laptop, because you don't want to bend that pin. You bend that pin inside and your laptop eventually won't charge anymore. It'll slowly lose its power to charge. You want that plug to go straight in, and you don't want anything pulling on it, or you don't want it to have any pressure. Those are the first things. Also, make sure your fan is working on your laptop. Laptop fans dissipate the air, and the air comes from the inside of the laptop, and it's pushed out of the laptop through the side or through the back vents. You want to make sure that vent is clear. That way your CPU will stay cool. And the longer your CPU stays cool, the longer your laptop will last. So, and also if you have a high-end laptop, you have a graphics card, and that has a fan on it most likely. And that will help, that fan also helps cool down that card too. If your computer's savvy, you could even open your laptop and clean it that way. Most of the dust that gets on will get on your heat sink, right around past the fan. The heat sink is right inside your laptop where that plug, where the vent is, and that's where a lot of dust gets stuck on. If you have a little vacuum, you can try to clean it that way, and you'll probably get some of it off, but the best way to clean it actually is to open it. But that's okay. You'll still if you can feel the air coming out, then you're good. Now on the desktop, you also have fans, and you need to make sure those fans are running correctly. If you have any loud fans, I would recommend replacing them. If your fans are not working, definitely replace them. And make sure your fans and your all internal of the desktop computer is free of dust. Computers generate a lot of dust, especially desktops. And what you want to do is you want to make sure to clean that dust periodically, especially on your motherboard. Dust gets on your cards, dust will get on your CPU fan, dust will get in the heat sink of the CPU. Hi there, Ginger. How's it going? Welcome to my live stream. So make sure that's clear out. If you clean your laptop, desktop dust and around the fans and everything, it's going to run much cooler. It's going to run better. And it will last longer. That's the basics. Nobody ever really tells you to do that, but I think that that's more important than anything else, to make sure your computer's safe from fire and from damage, because if your computer gets too hot, it will burn out. And most people think, well, it worked yesterday, it'll work today. But that doesn't mean it's not a week away from burning out. So you have to maintain your computer. I always tell people that also, that if you don't touch the mouse and you don't touch the keyboard and your computer's on, okay, say you go on the internet to a website and then you just let the computer sit and idle and watch that green indicator light on your computer. There's a green light that flashes, and that's the hard drive indicator light. It'll tell you how stable your hard drive is. And if that light flashes a lot, on and off, then your computer's not very stable. Hey, Tim, I got your message. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing good. So you want it to be stable. That's what I always tell people. When I look at a computer for a customer on site, first thing I do is I look at that light. And that light will tell you a lot. Oh, that's great, Jim. Glad to hear that. Just getting into a few safety tips here about computer laptop and computer desktop. So this video is on, if you have a computer, come in here, because these are things people need to know about. Hello there. How's it going? Please hit the bell icon. If you're new here, my friend Tim is here. Check out his channel. Tim's a good guy. You guys make sure you check out each other. So, that's safety 101 for your computer. Whether it's a brand new computer or whether it's 5 years old or 10 years old, it doesn't matter. They all work the same. Hey there, what's happening? Odd fellow, 215. Yeah, we talked the other day. Thanks for the nice comment. Appreciate it. Yeah, computer tip 101 is have a safe computer. And what I mean by that is what I just described. You don't want your computer starting on fire. You don't want your computer getting too hot. You don't want your parts to overheat. So check your laptop battery, check your power cord, make sure your desktop fans are clean and working. Make sure the fan in the middle of your desktop motherboard is spinning and it doesn't have a lot of dust in it. They generate a lot of dust over time, so what I recommend is you holding that fan and getting a little a Q-tip or something and start taking some of that dust off. If you have dust in your fan, if you have dust on your cards or on your motherboard, get some can of that compressed air and clean that dust off periodically. It'll keep your computer running cooler, and also keep your computer in a well ventilated area. If it's a desktop, make sure if it's sitting on the floor, make sure you have a block under it, a couple pieces of wood so it's elevated a little bit. That'll keep air circulating. The big thing on the desktop is you want the fans to circulate the air so that the computer doesn't get too hot. This goes from basic computer, Pentium, or i3, i5, i7, i9, goes from any CPU, that computer you have. They all basically are the same. The only difference is one may be faster than the other due to what processor you have on your computer. So you got to keep the fans clean, and you got to keep it running cool. And I'm glad that I'm able to get out there and tell everybody. And I'm glad you guys have some confidence in me. I have over 1,000 subscribers now, and I've been getting a lot of great feedback from a lot of people telling me that they appreciate my my channel. Hey Harold, how's it going? And I really appreciate that. I'm very loyal to my people, and I only give them the best information, and that's all you're going to get from me. Hey, how's it going? Okay, just getting up, huh? Alrighty. Yeah, make sure you hit the bell. I appreciate it. Caribbean Girl. That's my good friend there, Caribbean Girl. Everybody check out Caribbean Girl. Caribbean Girl, I'll be on at 9:30 tonight if you're around. I want to put you on a moderator if that's okay with you. At 9:30 I'll be doing my live stream. Hey Dinky. Oh, thank you very much. Glad you like my videos. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I come out with, I've been doing trying to do a live stream every night around 9:30. That's the time that I'm going to be doing it. So if you can tune into it, that's great. Oh, Harold, you're on your way to work. And Dinky, that's another good friend. So you guys definitely check each other out. And I'm going to be on for a little bit longer, but my regular live stream is going to be at 9:30 tonight. I did a short one this morning, and I'm doing one now, and then later on I'll come on again. Oh, great. I appreciate that. I'll definitely need that. And that's excellent. I'm also... Oh, okay. Excellent. Yeah, so, I mean, security is a real important thing with your computer, Some people leave their computer on and then they leave their house. I mean, that is not very safe, You shouldn't leave any electronics running when you leave your house for a long period of time. And then there's people that leave their computer on for, is in hibernate mode and come back to it in a couple hours. My best recommendation is for every computer user is to, if you're not using the computer, shut the computer off. Yeah, exactly, Tim, You want to keep yourself safe, and you want to keep your computer safe from, having a fire and really, damaging your home or your apartment. Yeah, if you leave it on, what happens is, if you leave a computer on, I mean, I talk to these kids that are gamers, and, that's great, you're into gaming, but, some of these kids leave their computer on 18 hours a day and play games. I mean, it's a machine, give it a break. Your computer is not really built to stay on working 18 hours straight, you know. And that's another thing too, hackers can get in your computer because, you're online and stuff, but yeah, you could be on a network too. And yeah, right, exactly. I tell people even when you're gonna get if there's a big storm coming, unplug your router, unplug the computer from the wall. You know, you really have to do that. People will hack into you. People will, try to get your passwords. People will try to steal your information. So the best way to prevent that is you're not using it, shut it off. Your computer will be glad for that because the hard drive needs to stay cool and the memory needs to stay cool. How's it going there, Masks? Great to see you. You may be new here. If you are, hit the bell. Appreciate it. So, shut it off. Let it cool down. When you use it again, turn it back on. Try to stay away from this hibernation mode and sleep mode unless. Oh, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Market. Yeah, I had seen you on there. Masks. I saw you. I was on your channel earlier today. It's a pretty cool channel. If you don't have masks, check them out. Check everybody out. I got Caribbean girl. She's here, and she's real cool. So check her out also. That's another thing. Even the moderators, you have to give them their props. They want to grow their channel too, and they're nice enough to help people out. Oh, okay. I see you don't have content yet. Okay, well, you'll get some, take some time. But, like I said, shut your computer off when you're not using it. Now, if you're going to come back in 15, 20 minutes, I understand, leaving it on. But, if it's going to be an hour or 2 hours, definitely give it a break. Turn it off. When you go back to it, turn it back on. And, this might sound kind of corny, but make sure you turn your computer off properly. There's a lot of people that really don't know how to turn their computer off. And you need to turn your computer off at the Windows Start button. You need to click that, and then you need to hit, when that icon comes up, power icon, you need to hit where it says shut down. I've seen people where they hold the power button and turn it off. You don't want to do that. If there's any programs running and you push the power button, you can crash the operating system like that. And you're forcing the programs to stop immediately. Unless your computer is not working right, shut it down properly. Make sure you always shut it down by going to the Windows icon, lower left, clicking it, power off. And that's it. And also close down, close down your, programs first. Close out your Windows and then shut it down. Try not to leave programs running when you're turning it off because they're forced to shut down. It's like some USBs. You're not supposed to pull them out like when the computer's on. And you don't want to shut your computer off improperly unless it won't shut off any other way. Then you hold the power button down for about 10, 15 seconds, and then it will automatically shut off after that. But check out. I'm gonna have more tips tonight, and I'm gonna be doing my live stream and. I'll be glad to be with you guys. I have some things to do today, but there is a new version of Windows 10. It's in beta right now, and it'll be out soon. So thank you for coming by. Hope you guys check each other out. Make sure you check each other's channels out. and I'm going to get going here. But I'll check you out tonight. Caribbean girls here. Okay, great. And Mass, thanks for coming by. I hope to see you a lot more. Hey, Trisha. Good to see you. We're about ready to shut down the live stream, but I'll see you guys tonight at 9:30. And you guys have